Hamilton Township. We are...
I enjoy it.
This is not our problem. Well, guess what it is? Because there are elevated levels of lead all around this state.
The beacon that guides public policy be prevention. How do we prevent our children from being exposed in the first place?
What did we do in our moment? We're either going to change history or they'll talk about we did nothing. And if we allow these children to die on our watch, we're responsible. Thank you.
We should be deeply ashamed that
students cannot pay attention in class. They have developmental issues as well as mental problems, and we wonder why.
Can address the infrastructure that allows this lead to continue to flow through the pipes that go directly to our children.
I agree with you. It's not good. If I were you, I would be very upset.
Yeah, I understand.
Yes, the water in Delaware is fine. One of the best sources of water around. It's just a problem back in the infrastructure. Back in the day, someone decided that lead was a good thing to use, which is find out it's not. So they want to replace these old lead lines.
No.
But he cannot get the lead out. The pipes have to be altered, changed all over Hamilton Township. You pay taxes. Who's your advocate? Who's out there every day in the newspaper fighting for us? You have children? Did you get them tested for lead? I, as a nurse, used to go in the city of Trenton, collect blood from children to make sure that they don't have high lead levels. If they did, I had to bring them to the nearest hospital to have the lead removed. These people are going to tell you now, I'm applying scare tactics. I am the product of an environmental disaster. My entire family.
This is the big issue right here. Everybody talk about the lead gooseneck. This is the lead gooseneck. It's actually made of solid lead. So what happens when that water sits in that pipe for about 5 to 6 hours, the lead seeps into the water. That's what the lead problem is. We don't pump out lead from the Delaware. So what you want to do the first thing in the morning, that first draw, you want to let that water run about 2 to 3 minutes.
How much revenue do you take in a year? You take in about $300 million a year. What's your surplus?
200. That's next question.
Your surplus is about.
We are wrangling
Your surplus is about $19 million a year. Okay, people in this town have been suffering for years and years and years and years. Okay, now a public relations firm has been hired by Trenton Waterworks, okay, to come here and tell us what the future is going to be. But right now, we're drinking the water. All right? Now, wait. Now, you said there's a problem with the hookups with the lead, and that you'll take care of your side? Well, then you take care of our side. Okay, with $300 million and $19 million in surplus, what you have exposed us to, okay, for many, many years, you do our side. Another thing, has there ever been a study, and I want everybody to know, I don't think there's never been a study, of how that water has affected our health? Has that water caused cancer? Has that water have caused many, many problems, okay, in many, many years with our children? So I think that Trenton Waterworks is liable. Okay, you can talk about the future, and you can talk about what you're doing, but when you got $300 million and $19 million in surplus, all this should have been done a long, long time ago.
How long do we have to let the water run in the morning before we use it?
About 2 to 3 minutes.
2 to 3 minutes?
Yes.
And I would suggest that everybody up there would strongly suggest that anybody here who lives in Hamilton Township in the Trenton Water District buy your water, and when you cook with that water that you buy in the bottle.
I also want to make that very clear to you. The source of water, we don't have a lake, and then the treatment plant produce water, we don't have a lake. The reason you have a lead contamination is because the household, the piping system and tubing systems you have before 1987. And even after 1987, some of the farmers might still not follow the national guidelines. I cannot guarantee there's no problem, but
You see the edge in there? Yeah. That's lead. So that's where the lead is coming from. It's coming from the pipe itself, from the water sitting overnight.
You say you're going to coat these pipes by putting another chemical in the water. Now I'm sitting in my house. I'm going to be drinking another chemical?
This is called overphosphate, and it's really not toxic substance. And it's already, personally, I don't believe in more chemicals. I have to tell you that. But the reality here is that is inhibitors.
So what you want to do the first thing in the morning, that first draw, you want to let that water run about 2 to 3 minutes.